Okay, guys, so I'm just gonna do this live Q&A. I just need to mute my microphone. Just gonna make sure it syncs up now. Yeah, it seems to be syncing. Okay, so there should be a wee comments box beside the video. So just say hi if you can hear me okay. It's the first time it's Zapable doing a YouTube live. So are you able to comment okay, or you might need to be signed in to YouTube in order to do it? Should be a wee box around here beside the video where that wee robot is. I've got a pop-out box going on. Okay, awesome. Hey Hans, how's it going? Right, so this broadcast, I'm really just going to use it to help you sort of understand a lot of different aspects within Zapable. So it's going to be a little bit about everything. Yeah, hold on. The replay will actually be on this very page. So once I end this broadcast, you can come back to this link at any time and you'll be able to watch the presentation all over again. Okay, awesome. So before I get started, I would like just to show you a few things. Like, I'm not sure if any of you've noticed these little boxes at the bottom. Now we're getting some new graphics done, but it's for the training. So if you're new, if this is the first time you've been in the new Zapable, then go here and watch our little welcome video where I kind of just give you a quick run through what's in Zapable. We have a brilliant 4-week training course here, which will really get you started. And then we just have our general feature tutorials. Now, the Academy is going to be changing soon. It's going to be all integrated within your members area, and the forum, we're going to be closing it down and bringing in a whole new sort of community feature, which I'm incredibly excited about because it's really going to beef up the interaction, which is going to get lots of points on the board. I'll probably be awarding a few points in this broadcast too. If you're wondering what this is kind of how we're going to reward our sort of members, not just the ones who build and submit apps, but the ones who help other members, or the ones who ask good questions. Well, every question's a good question, but the ones who are asking questions and really sort of striving to improve their app business. So there's lots of ways you're going to be able to earn points. So I'm going to start off quickly. Has anyone used the new front page builder yet for the designs? So let me just go and edit. In fact, maybe what we'll do is I'm new and I've started training. Is the training step by step, and where do I start? Yeah, no, if you're new, then you can probably be overwhelmed. So if you can watch this sort of live Q&A, and if you have any questions, let me know, and then I'll guide you through the training as well, sort of later on. So we've got a front page builder here. You'll see I've already added a bunch of widgets to this one. So you'll notice you have your icon widget. So that's your icons here. And now you have many different sort of variations that you can do. So I'll maybe just go and build one from scratch. I'll see if everyone gets what's going on here. So this is your design, where you can change the design and layout of sort of the front page of your whole application. Well, you have an RGB number area in the front page. Color selector, yeah. We're going to have to do that because I understand when you're trying to get colors, it's hard to get this little circle on the the exact point that you're looking for. Just hit cancel. So you'll see these icons here is 2 by 2. And then if I add more icons, this here menu will slide across on the app. So to add icons, you'll simply enter in the title of your icon. So I'll actually go and add one. So I'll click on add more. And we'll call it fitness tips. And next I select my icon. So I'll just select from one that we have available. Now you can add your own. You'll see the size here that you need to add. There's lots of free resources online. I'll show you in a second. But if you click here, click and save, and then onto the link one, select the link, and then you can scroll down to select what you want to add, click on add icon, and it's going to add in to your app. You can just scroll it across, and you can see there's fitness tips, there's loyalty cards, so you can sort of arrange the process of your icons if you want. And there's loads of different layouts you can use. So, I mean, the choice is sort of purely up to you. I'll just select that one and hit save so you can see the difference. See, you can have icons like that, or you can do like this. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to give you the freedom to make your apps look the way you want them to look. So let me just add in another icon because I want it to be even. So we'll call this coupons. The icon. Coupon, click save. I'll link to coupons. Add icon. And you can see it's added. So there's other things you can do. You can change the color where it says videos, Instagram, loyalty. You can change that color by changing your text color here. You'll see I've got a background. So at the minute I've made mine a little bit transparent, but if I wanted, I could make, say, the background red. I'll click and choose, and I'll click and save. And then you'll see that it's red. I could change my text color to white. Click and choose, and then I'll maybe make it a little bit more transparent, just so you can see the difference of what's going on. And you can see I've made it a bit too transparent. So I can go back, it's went up wide, I'll select it on that, I'll bring it down. Maybe leave it there, click and choose, and then we'll click and save. So you can see there, that's how you can sort of adjust your color schemes. The reason why I like to sort of do a transparent sort of style background on the icons is purely so that it makes them stand out sort of a little bit. So let me just have a look at the questions. Is it possible? Yeah, you can add your own icon graphics. So let me just show you. So I'll click on this icon. If you click on add new, and we'll give you the exact size, 178 by 178. You can add your own icons. So all you need to do is click on add new, and it'll add into your gallery, and then you can filter by app. So you can because you have your main sort of upload area. So if you add icons, say you add 100 icons, but you're working on a specific app and you only want to see icons that you've uploaded for that app, then that's why you'd filter by app. So you don't have to scroll through the sort of hundreds and hundreds of icons that you can add. So as I was saying, if we just go to Google real quick, icon finder, you can see here there's 1.2 million icons. There's other icons here. So you can type in, say, coupons, click search, and then you'll see here they bring back sort of different icons. Same with icon finder, just type in coupons. Some of them are free, some of them they ask you to pay for. So like, for example, here, buy now for $1, and then you have other ones here. So you can use them within your app. Just click on them. You'll see the sizes, some are 128, so you're best going, as long as, I generally like to go for like the 250 by sort of 250 ones, because then you can just resize them down and you don't lose anything from it. Regarding the color, hold on, I'm just seeing. 2 seconds. Bill, did this just start? Was the layout updated to show 2 by 2? It wasn't like that the other day. Yeah, well, you can do 2 by 2 here. Just click and save. And then you'll see there. And then if you have, for example, I have 8 icons, you can scroll across and you can see the other ones that I've added. And there's Instagram. So you can add your icon. If you want to add another icon widget, just go down, select, click on it, and it'll add. The same with banner widget, the same with the banner. The banner widget sits here, a bit up here. So I just like to add it. Some people like to do it just to have sort of a bit of branding to their app, or they like to do it to provide sort of information. It's really simple. You just upload your banner. We'll give you the size there, and then it uploads and it fits into your mobile app. The widgets, when you add, for example, let's say I go to add Instagram, it's going to tell me, please add this feature to your app using the icon widget, because at the minute we haven't phased in, because we're still trying to see if it's really worthwhile doing it, because you could add Instagram, but it's what way would we add it? And the way Instagram works, would we just add photos to your app? So that's why I was saying use the icon widget, because it just makes more sense in our testing. The minute you can add RSS feeds, you can add videos. So for example, if we scroll down, you'll see videos. I'll just click and add it. These are the videos. You'll see I've put popular workout videos center. If I untick that box, then this title and title bar will disappear. Again, I can change the background color. I can make it a bit more transparent. I can sort of change the title color, which is there. I can change the font size, description font, but for this, I'll just click next. And then it's going to show the videos that I've added to that feature. So if I just select 1 or 2, and I click on edit widget, it's then going to re-add like these new videos to my widget. You'll see that the title bar is now changed. And what's really cool is that when you make changes like this, you don't need to go and generate your app again and upload a new version to the App Store. These changes will happen sort of dynamically. So as you make changes, say you want to add a new video to your front page, well, you can do it and it will automatically add. So it's for some people who maybe have blog sites, so they have specific sort of articles or content they want to show to be sort of part of the keep up with the times. So it could be any type sort of app you're using, or for a local business, it could be to showcase a special offer. So for example, if you scroll down on this one, you'll see I've got articles added too. So you can showcase an offer. I've added a static page and linked it to my loyalty card. So if I click here, it'll take you to the loyalty card. So it's all dynamic. Once you've added these widgets, you can edit them, you can change them, and it will all dynamically add to your app. Is it possible to bulk upload icons? Not at the minute, but I will see about getting that done sort of by the end of next week, because yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You want to be able to select the whole load of them and upload them all at the same time. Is there now a publishing service to the App Store? Because it's very difficult to bring apps into the app stores, especially the Apple Store. Yeah, that's actually a question we're asked a lot. But with the Apple process, it seems more difficult than what it is. It's kind of, once you get the process down, it's really sort of very simple. But the initial part, there's just so many moving parts to it, because that's the way Apple do it. But in a way, we like to do it like this because we don't want to. If we completely automate it, that means we have to run the apps through our Apple developer account. And then what can happen with that process is that if we have all our members submitting apps and we're putting it all through our own developer account, all it takes is one member. Now, I'm saying this could be very unlikely, but it would just take one member to maybe break some violation or do something they shouldn't do. The developer account would get closed and all the apps associated with that developer account would be taken off the App Store. So that's why we like to give the freedom where you use your own sort of Apple developer account, use your own Google Play account, because then you control it. Because if you don't control it, then all your work could just go in an instant. So it's very important sort of to remember the way, sort of the reasons why we're doing it the way we do it. It's a step-by-step process. So you can log in and then we'll give you the CSR. So it doesn't matter if you're on Mac or Windows or whatever operating system you're running on, you can build iOS apps. And then once you've got your app built, we have an option that lets you upload to the App Store. Now, I just done a video on this recently. I'm just trying to, it's on the YouTube channel, so it'll be the latest video I uploaded, and I literally walk you through the whole process from sort of the Firebase setup to generating your certificates, and I've really broke it down. The video is about 17 minutes long, but that's only because I really like to go very sort of slowly through it, just to make sure that you get it, because it's one of those things when you get it, it becomes relatively easy. So for example, step 3, once you've created the certificate, you can use the same certificate here for every app you build. So you'll already have that certificate ready. And then step 4 and step 5 are the only new sort of certificates you need to use. You should only ever create one production certificate. That's what I try to tell members. I explain it in the video. So after you're finished watching this broadcast, I highly recommend you watch that video. And then if you have any questions, let us know. And customizing, it does not offer the option to assign it. Will it be added in future release? Yeah, I think that's what you mean about hex colors. So it's something, because we've got every color, but we'll bring in the hex sort of functionality. Is it possible to share an app via a website instead of via the App Store? With Apple, with Apple, you need to upload your app to the iOS store. If you have an Apple phone, search the App Store for an app called Test Flight. It's brought out by Apple. When you upload the app to the Apple Store, you can give someone a redeem code. They can open Test Flight, they can enter the redeem code, and then they can play with the app on their phone. For Google Play, yep, you can, when it comes to Android apps, you can just send to someone's Android phone and then they can open it up. So if you email someone the APK, or you email someone a download link and they open the email on their phone and they click that download link, they can install the app on their Android phone right there. Geezer, yeah, no, we're bringing in like a membership in-app purchase sort of platform. It's something we're just refining to make sure it's right, because you'll see here with Firebase now, when you're going to get full analytics on your app, and then you can link your Google Play account with your app, and then it's going to track all your in-app purchases and conversions, and it gives you all the data that you're going to require. But you can create groups, and as a user, you can select groups you want to get messages from, like a sports club with teams. Tony, that's one of the reasons, again, we went into Firebase, because you're actually able to, you're going to be able to create different audiences based on what people do. For example, people who purchase, you'll be able to send a message to people who purchase. You can send a message to people who sort of have updated your app, send a message to people who have opened the notification, or send a message to people who have received the notification. So you can see here there's a massive amount of info, but it's one of those things we're phasing in because we want to test it, because we don't want to release it and then suddenly people are like, how do I use this? Like, what do we need to do? So we're trying to make it in a more sort of user-friendly way, where you're going to be able to only send a push to someone who's opened a push before, or you can send your push to people who have dismissed the push. So you can send it to people who have opened it, or you can send it to people who haven't opened your push. So it gives you like crazy segregation. Moving on to that, you can actually build out funnels. Again, we've got it all coded now. We're just trying to figure out how we provide the relevant information that can be sort of taken on by the users. So you can build a funnel like from open to in-app purchase to even uninstalling your app to removing your app. Like what's the percentage of people that are going through that process? So it's incredibly powerful. And we're very pleased that we integrated it in because, as you know, Google are kind of on the cutting edge when it comes to analytics and technology. So sort of building their system into Zapable is really going to help our user base. What are the possible input a big number of articles that the client has in a database that needs frequent updating or easily marking sorted out other than one by one? Yeah, well, we're actually, let me just go back. We see that that question quite a few times, especially for like the directory feature and for articles where people want to upload bulk articles. So I'm going to need to, first of all, we're definitely going to bring it in where we're going to give you kind of like an option where you can do sort of like upload. And then if it's on like a CSV file, you can sign a set, this is the title, this is the content kind of thing. And then it will read the rest of the CSV file in that manner and upload them all. It's not difficult to do. It's just something where we're focusing so much on building out our core framework, which is pretty much complete now. And then we're going to move on to sort of, I like to call them quality of life improvements, where it improves and enhances your experience within Zapable. You can do it manually, but bringing that in makes your life a lot easier. Where do I find this new video on iOS? It's on our YouTube channel if you go and see the latest video. Would you recommend to have the clients build their own push notifications? Yeah, no, I would put it in their own sort of private label area. Let me just refresh, make sure that's signed in. So for example, you would set up a private label area and you'd give them sort of this access, and then they can send their own notifications. They can link it, you can schedule it so that they can sort of do it all by themselves. And it makes it, it's you providing a service, and then you can charge a monthly fee for that service. And then we'll integrate sort of the analytics for that app. We're just, there's a really good API with Firebase in the minute. We're just dissecting what we can pull, and then you'll be able to display analytics to your clients so they can actually see what's going on with their app. Will it be possible to reorder the icons when they're added to the widget? Currently, you can only add and remove icons, but are nice. Yeah, no, you should, unless that hasn't. Let me have a look. Yeah, no, you should be. That's a glitch. I'll speak to my team tomorrow. You should be able to reorder these any way you want. So I'll get that addressed. Who was it that asked that? Craig. Yeah, no, you should be able to reorder these whichever way you want to reorder them. Nope. Karen, I haven't talked about real-time appointments just yet. Oh, to set up Firebase. Connor, no, I would set up Firebase for your clients because it becomes part of their proposal. You wouldn't, the clients you deal with, most of them, it's going to be completely alien to them. So that's where you're coming in, and that's where they're hiring your expertise to build an app and to create this process for them. So what you could do is you could either set them up a Google account, or you could ask them, do you have a Google account or a Gmail. A lot of them might have personal. So in that respect, I would just go and set them up a Google account. You could call it their business name at gmail.com, and then you provide the email and password to them if they require. And you just make it as part of your proposal. Not only will you build an app XYZ feature, you'll set up push notifications along with Firebase analytics and sort of things like that. The live streaming, if you have a live stream URL, you can actually, let me just show you features. If you use the website URL function, you'll be able to live stream. It's the same if you have a WooCommerce store, or Magento, or any type of store you want to display on your app. You can use the website URL feature. And as long as the website's mobile friendly, it will compress in. Firebase does not work for mine with your instructions. It should work. There shouldn't be an issue. So if you put in a support ticket and send us, let me just go and show you. So if you're setting up for Android, so for this example, we'll click on Manage, and you'll see Google Services.json. So download that file. And then you would upload the file to here. Click on Browse, and then your API key. If you click on Cloud Messaging up here, and then use your server key. Excuse me. And then for iOS, you'll see it's Google Service-info.plist. So I'm changing this. Well, it's changed now. iOS plist file. So you click on Browse. You just download that, and then you would upload, and then the key is the exact same key as your Android key. Now, we had a couple of members who wrote in, and they sent us a JSON file for Android, and it seemed it was missing information, so we're not exactly sure what happened. Say I have. Yeah, Condor, just put in a support ticket then, and just send in your username, the name of the app, and if you want your access details to Firebase, so we can go and have a look. Or if you don't want to do that, send us your JSON file and your server key here. Well, say I have 5 videos to make available to your client in the white label zone after they have been paid for, each one separate. What's the workflow? Is it possible? Do you mean scheduling the videos, or? Five videos to make available to your client in the white label zone after they've paid for, each one separate. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. So well, get back to me on that. So real-time appointments, I'm sure a bunch of you want to know about it. So once you add it to your app, then you can. Yep, Karen, I'm about to talk about it now. So once you add it to your app, you then go and set up your white label area. Then when you log in, if we just go back, when you log in, you'll log in as a client with our username and password. You'll see this here little icon here, appointments. So this would be the client's area where they can manage their app. They can't generate a new version, only you can do that. And they can't add any new features, only you can do that as well. But this is where they can manage their entire app. And you'd obviously charge for access to this area, like a monthly fee. And then when you click on appointments, it'll take them here. Now, you can add an appointment here manually. So let's say someone phones them and they're like, hello, and they're like, I'd like to make an appointment for stylist. So they can fill in these details So put stylist name. What we're going to be doing is very shortly, we're going to be running a drop down section where you can select sort of drop downs like haircut, stylist, and then you can select the stylist name. Their name, their email, their phone number, the time of the appointment, and reminder time in minutes. Works in a couple of ways. So if they're just picked up the phone and they don't have the app on their phone yet, then this is irrelevant, this reminder time. You can set it for like 60 minutes and it'll shoot them an email, which is pretty cool. Or there's a comment, just so you know, like a personal note about the customer, if they've asked for any personal requests, and then you can add it to the appointments. Now, what's really cool is when they do that, say they do it over the phone, then you can say when the client comes in to the business, you can say, oh, we noticed you, XYZ, you come here. We've actually got a new mobile app, and you can make appointments through the app on the phone. And we've actually got a few coupons on there at the minute, so it'll be worth getting. So when that user then installs the app on their phone, what's going to happen is they're going to enter in their name and their email and their phone number, and then they can make an appointment. And because they're already registered on the system, then it puts them as one customer. So the business is able to see all their customers and all the appointments that particular customer has made. Not only that, it stores their details in the app. So when they go to make another appointment, they don't need to enter in their name or email or phone number again. And then that's where the reminder comes in, because it's going to also send out a push notification message. Now, you'll see a messages function here, probably Monday, where you can customize the exact message that you send to the customer. So the push notification message would be, hey, just to let you know that your appointments for XYZ is in 60 minutes time, or remember to attend your appointment on such and such, your appointment's tomorrow. So they'll get that message the day before their appointment. And it's the same with email. It'll send them out an email as well and let them know. And then we'll advance it further. As you know, this is the very sort of first phase of this appointment feature. We'll be bringing in sort of text message alerts to it as well. So they'll get text messages, reminders, and it's all put through the settings. So you can choose, I don't want email reminders, I just want push notification, or I want email as well. You can set the appointment duration. You'll notice here we have appointment fee and currency. I'm going to get this area just grayed out just for the time being, because this was just for some tests we're doing where a user can make an appointment and pay for that appointment at the same time, and we'll hook into Stripe and PayPal. So this is just sort of left over. That'll be sort of more sort of the next phase of the appointment feature. But at the minute, it's kind of, I should have had it taken out. Excuse me, I just need to get a drink. But yeah, there's a lot coming with us over sort of the next sort of 3 to 6 weeks. We're going to be continuing to enhance it, and we're listening to our customers and how they are using it and the features that they want involved with it. Also, can you talk about the real-time? The real-time appointments is available now. All you need to do is add it to your app. Excuse me, sorry about the jumping around there. All you do is add it to your app and then go and set up your white label area. Is it possible to plan data you put in the app, just like the message? I mean, if you want to add in a video each week or money, if you mean scheduling content at the minute, it's not possible. As you add it, it will automatically add to the app. But if you mean like a scheduling feature where I could go add sub-page, enter my title, enter my description, enter my thumbnail, add the content, select date to publish, and then it will auto-publish that. I'm actually noticing some random thing going on there. Oh, there, sorry. Then it's not in yet, but I know exactly what you're asking for. What Apple and Google objectives making apps for people who are self-employed but don't have a business, e.g. Uber drivers, plumber? No, not at all. I set up Firebase and sent it from it shows it was successful. The message did not come through to the app. Send a push from within. To send your push notification message, let me just show you. Click on fitness. And you'll see this wee bell. You're up, just click on it. And that's where you can go to send your push notification messages. Yeah, well, I understand what you're kind of like drip feeding the content. Alejandro, note for the appointments, your PayPal isn't active. I don't see any styling updates in my dashboard. Let me just skip. For styling, you have a number of options. On the left here, you'll see app title. If this menu doesn't pop out or it's not there, then click on the menu button for it to appear. Then click on Manage App, and then you'll see these options. So you can change your header and your footer. You can change your background and your splash. You can change your main icons, such as the notification icon, settings icon. Your styling is here, and then your color schemes, so you can set the overall sort of feeling for your app. That's where you can manage your features. And then the front page builder is where you can build out a design for the front page of your app. The one other thing I forgot to mention about styling, if you go to loyalty cards, we've just brought it in for loyalty cards at the minute. We'll be bringing it in for the other ones shortly. But custom styling, where you can custom style every sort of part of your page. So styling here is like app wide, and then the custom styling is a per feature one. So if you edit the feature, you'll see custom styling for your loyalty card, and you can change sort of all these buttons. So let's make it green. Click and choose. I'll save, and then I will update and preview the app. So I'll change my stamp background to green. And then you can see it's green. So you've got a lot of options, and then so let me just have a read through these comments and see which ones are. Oh, they're flying in 2 seconds. 4 appointments. Will the customers be able to access our white label site from their phone to accept appointments? Yeah, no, our designs are mobile responsive, so they will be able to do that. Yeah. I just got here. Please tell me where I can find the cut and paste email, see the script, and I cannot get into the forum with my login details. If you have any support specific queries like that, if you just contact our support, the email series is in the Academy. If you just go to zapable.com/academy. Is the real-time appointment feature expected to be a standalone calendar feature, or will it integrate with existing appointment features? Karine, that is what we are going to also bring it out. We're going to develop an API where it will connect to existing appointment systems, so it will all sync. Because a lot of businesses actually have an appointment system in place, but they don't have an app. So when you say we can do your appointment system, they're like, oh, that's awesome. They're like, but we already have an appointment system. So then it's about meshing the two together. So we're trying to find the three most common. We've found one that's very common. And if we can find sort of the next two, then we can sort of make it all connect, which is, the appointment feature is, it's just gonna morph into like a totally crazy system. I've already seen a lot of users are starting to add it into their apps, who build apps for clients. So they've obviously came to them with an upgrade. Are you adding WooCommerce? You can add WooCommerce into your app. Just click on the website URL feature, and where is it? and paste in your WooCommerce store address, and it will create it in your app. And then this would be a great feature for the region, since lawyers are not allowed to. Oh, comments are flying here. That would be a great feature for the region, since lawyers are not allowed to advertise. However, the appointment with prepay will be a feature they can utilize online without breaking the law. That's brilliant. How can we create a moment with the app is free, but a section of the app is for paid use? At the minute, you can member protect your whole app, but if you want to allow people access, like say you want to lock, let's say I want to lock my, I know what you mean. So you're like, I want to lock this feature where they need to do an in-app purchase to pay for it, or they need to have a certain member level. If you just sit tight, this is kind of like the phase 1 of the rollout. We've got multiple phases to come, so don't worry, we've got you covered in that, Jeff. When are we going to get the forum back? The forum is back. You can log in with your Zapable username and password. We are closing it down though, and we're bringing in a new community feature probably within the next week, and that's be our new sort of social interactive zone, which will be very good. I have everything but the new layout options. Petra, do you mean these here? If you click on front page builder here, or you click on front page builder here, and then you can add, you'll see here, you can add a banner, which that's the banner. You can add icons, and there's a whole bunch of different styles of icons in the icon widget. And then if you click the add a feature, it'll tell you if that feature can be added to the front page or not, or wherever you can use the icon widget. So for example, at the minute you can add RSS, videos, catalogs, and articles to your front page, so you can build out sort of these kind of designs. Yeah. There is a sound effects. Can you incorporate a concurrent mouse version of the animator simultaneous to the movement of the mouse? Yeah, no, the real time sort of. Let me just go to styling. At the minute, we have it here. So for the front page designer, we just need to incorporate it in so that it's real time. So as you change the color, it'll change in real time. But yeah, we'll have it for this sort of section. So it's just sort of rolling out. Can you, hold on, I've got so many questions here. Number 2x2, for example. Okay, so once you add your icon widget, you'll see layouts here, and you'll see all your different layouts that you can add for your icons. So Petra, if you log into Zapable now, you can go and you can tell me if you have these options. So select icon widget, and then see if these here pop up for you. Would it give translated white label in Zapable service in our small country? So we have 4 different languages. Ooh. Let's have a look. Menu, manage apps, app settings, notification, appointments. Yeah, I think we'll probably need to enable that in the white label access. So yeah, that's a very good point. Who was it that said that? Can you, Ashim? Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Yeah, so the way we've got this, I'll maybe just have to set the menu buttons. So we'll have a default menu, manage apps, app settings, notification, appointments, and see if it translates. Or we might need to put a wee flag up beside the name and have to click on it. Yeah, leave that with me. But yep, good. This is why I like these Q&As. They help fuel my brain. No app background options either. Petra, the back app, if you click on backgrounds and splash, and then you can click on image, and then you can change your app backgrounds from here. We have some pre-made backgrounds. There's a bunch more that I'll add in. I think we've got about 40, 45, 50 backgrounds for all different niches. So you can select it and sort of take it from there. And then you have that landscapes where if your phone's on its side. And then if you click on advanced settings, we actually give you every size possible for every single mobile device. So that, say you have tablets, which are, some tablets are now bigger than other tablets. So it can cause the background to stretch or it can cause the header to stretch. So we actually give every option. If you want to go sort of that far, it depends how you feel about it and OCD you are about things. But I know there's some clients in the past who want everything sort of to be exact on all the different devices. I just found it back. So no 2x2 layout options only. No, Petra, it's in there's lots of different layout options. So no 2x. Can an app in English? Yep, an app can be built in any language you want. So let me just show you an example. We'll do the directory feature. I'm not even sure if I've added anything into this. Nope, I haven't. You'll see advanced settings, and you'll see it for every feature. But advanced settings, where you'll see description title, and then I say description, so you can change that into your own language, and then call us, email us, show more button title, search title, clear button text, search button, so you can change the app into any language you want. So for example, we go to loyalty cards. Where are you, loyalty cards? There you are. You see where it says valid from. So you click a stamp, you'll see verify code, cancel, enter code. Well, let me just click on edit. If you scroll down, you'll see valid from text, where it says valid from, and then it says valid from. So if you change that text, it'll change it there. So you can change it into any language that you wish. Yep, Zapier is something that we've looked at, Alejandro. That's probably what we're going to be using. Or Zapier, or whatever there. Zapier. I think I'm Zap everything, Zapable. So anything that's ZAP, I call it Zap. Where does clients get in to send up pushes? And if it is like before, please make sure the login page is responsible. No, this is, you give them the white label area, and that's where they can send the notifications from. So this here is the white label area that you set up, and you'll see notification, and they can go in and they can send notifications. Are there any templates for, oh, I missed, are there, is there, hold on, there's just so many questions here. Are there templates for various things? Can we see for templates, the basic drift of a template for an app is simply the background. You change the background of your app and all of a sudden it becomes a template. We have backgrounds for a lot of different niches, so I'm going to need to get them added. Like for example, a coffee shop. So there's like a coffee symbol. I'm going to need to get them added so you can have sort of a bunch of options there. So it's one less thing for you to do, so I completely understand why. Are there, we lost you. I've got to find, there's a big picture on their website, so how can I customize big pictures on their website? I would need to see their website. I'm not sure what you mean, Eva. Petra, I have no 2x2 icon layout, for example. Are you looking for it from here, Petra, or are you looking for it from the front page? Are there any updates? Fred, Bacons, yep, it's already been tested. We're happy with it. We are going to roll it out. We'll send you, once we're ready, we'll send you where you can buy the bacons from. So I would, when you have your clients, that's when you'd provide bacons, unless you just want to have a bacon to mess about with, so to yourself. I think pre-roll is what's missing. I mean, I understand. So I think the template functionality, it really does just comes down to your background, and then a certain icon layout is sort of, I'm sure, is what you're asking for. So we'll get your backgrounds in. So if you click on edit, I'll get a whole bunch of new backgrounds added to here. And then when it comes to designs, I'll figure something out for an icon layout, but it's just, what you can do is, well, what we've set up, I'm not sure if people know about this, but with your apps, when you have a layout, you can actually clone your app. So let's say you spend sort of 45 minutes, you build like a dummy app, and you add your icons and things like that. You can actually clone it, because if we just give you a set app, there is a chance when a lot of people submit it to the App Store that Apple will be like, that app looks very similar to this one. So it's kind of like the whole duplicate process, which is, we're trying to, at Zapable, what we sort of try to do is we like to make sure that you can provide the best overall experience to when building an app yourself or selling it to the client. It's not like, here's the fishing rod. We're kind of teaching you how to fish. We're giving you the fishing rod, and then we want to try and teach you how to fish, because it'll set you up for the rest of your business life when you understand sort of the process of what's involved, and then you can begin to sort of evolve from that, rather than just go for there's a template. I suppose people go, we'll just use this app template and add this feature, and then go to the client, and then you'll sell your app and get $3,000. And it's like, the process isn't like that. It's not as simple as that. If it's walking through the process of understanding the client's needs, like what features would a restaurant want in. They would want loyalty cards, they'd want coupons, they'd want appointments, they might want to showcase, maybe they have an Instagram account where they put up versions of their meals, so they might want Instagram. They'll want to send push notifications and things like that. And there's different levels of services and businesses. So it's trying to sort of educate you in that way. And then we'll sort of do more videos like this, and we'll maybe start focusing around certain niches, where we'll teach you about, in the restaurant niche, these are the kind of things you want to look for. In the fitness niche, these are the kind of things that you want to target around. So we're kind of teaching you sort of how to fish, basically. Is there no word? Patrick, could you, the feature widgets, whatever features you add to your app will then show up here. So if you've only added 2 features to your app, you'll only see 2 features here, Petra. You'd probably be best submitting a support ticket, and Craig would be delighted to help you out, because it sounds like, I'm not sure, we'd need to see what's going on with your account. If I manage to visit the client has, is that just for the client? Those features I took away from one client can still be available for. Yeah, the client will only see the features that you've added to their app. They can't add new features or anything like that. Yes, you can take a feature out and you can add it back later if you wish. Philip, yep, the training, if you go to zapable.com/academy soon, this is all going to be integrated in. We've got a new design coming where you're going to be able to favorite videos, make notes on videos as you're watching them, and it's all going to be within your area. But if you go to courses, you see the Apple App Store. we'll walk you through how to submit your apps to the Apple App Store. And then there is, App Stores. It's Google Play too, where we just show you how to create a Google Play account, prepare your Google Play apps, download your APK. Now we need to update these videos for the new UI, but it's all you'll see the similarities with it. Petra, yeah, because please do submit a ticket, because I'm not 100% sure what's going on with you. The widget builder does not work. So when you click, what are you clicking on? Are you clicking on, say, Instagram? Because if you do that, this here will appear. Or if you want to, say, add icons, if you just click on icons and then enter in your title, call them icons. I'm not going to show the title here, so it's okay. I'll select my layout. So I'll select the slider layout. I'll leave the colors the same, and then I'll enter in fitness tips, coupons, loyalty card. I'll just say loyalty, and then I'll select the icon for each. So icon, I'll just select any icon so I can do this quickly for you. Icon, and then the link. So for fitness tips, I'll click on link, and then I'll go fitness tips, add icon, and then for coupon, and then go and add coupons again, click on add icon, and then loyalty, select feature, loyalty, add icon, and then I will click on save. If I want to change the order, I can just drag these things about, so I can move it up one, or I can move it down. I can sort of change whatever order I want things in, and then I can save, and then I'll show you. There's a lot of content to load there. Scroll down, and there you can see the slider. Someone said about the pink, there should be an option in first thing tomorrow just to change that pink. So if I add more icons, and that would slide across. If I want to change the style again, so you can see it's like a white, I can just decide, I don't really want a background, so to speak. Maybe do a darker background. I'll make, oh, sorry, I forgot to click on choose. And then I can do sort of like a red, click on choose, and then I can make it bold if I want, and I'll click on save. Let me scroll down. And you can see the way it changes. So you can just mess about with that sort of as you want. Only give access to pushes are possible. Alejandro, at the minute, it's not possible to only show certain features in the white label area, but we are going to need I'm making up, because I know that can be overwhelming if you have a lot of features in the app, and you may not want clients to be able to access every feature. So it's something that we are sort of aware of already. Any widgets? I was talking about icon backgrounds, but I don't have any widgets at all. If you don't have any widgets, you just need to add features into your app, Petra. Yes, I would now. Oh, just. Whoa! Right, where was I? Highlight. Can the same app have? No, the same app can't have two languages. Read a question, you can see which question you're reading. You're often. Okay. Beth, we have a timeline of what's coming and a document. We do, and a document of future updates. We do, but it's not something that we will make public until maybe a week before it goes live. just because we don't want people to suddenly stop using Zapable because they're waiting on a feature or anything like that, because you don't need to wait around. There's more than enough there, but we will be bringing out enhancements and tweaks. So it's how you can sort of keep evolving your apps. But I will be doing a live cast again, sort of in a couple of weeks, where I'm going to break it down for like the next phase that we're rolling out. We need the next version to update and decent apps. Not be built in other languages in English. The app can be built in any language you want. Whenever this live cast is over, I sort of shown how to do that. MediaSoft, if you use Google Chrome, and let me know if it works okay. Scannable QR codes for coupons, and yeah, that's something that we'll just need to fire in. We've got it. We just need to put it live. And loyalty cards, there's big changes coming to loyalty cards next year, so we'll leave it at that. I don't know, can we specify? We need so many apps. Tony. Yeah, I'll have a look for what your there'll be interactive features coming. I'll need to see about. I know what little games, like I see you're saying utilities like calculator, tip calculator, logo, whatever, will increase the value at the app tier. Clients. I understand. Yeah, the things that got are very sort of simple. So it's kind of just working them into our schedule, because when we're sort of rolling out stuff. Can we add multiple locations? Yep, you can add multiple locations to the same app. I need to go back again. Features, user interaction, the location. You can add location, and then when you've added your location, you can add another location. If you're having problems with a front page builder and the widgets, make sure, if you have Google Chrome, can you test it in Chrome? We just want to make sure. That might be a browser issue. Yep, for photos, you can, when you open them up, you can swipe them across. This is just Instagram as an example. I'm just clicking on it, but where you're from, there should be slidable. To publish your app on Apple, you use the App Store, the Apple App Store. We give you an upload feature so you can upload your IPA. You need to have an Apple developers account. And if you're not using your own Apple developers account, well, you're kind of putting your whole business at risk. Do we have an app? Currently using it? If not, that's a future. Yeah, Tony, things like in-app messages, fan walls and all, they're really, it's like we've been sort of working on our initial sort of framework, because we've built everything from scratch. And we've been getting all the processes in place, and we've things like that are so sort of easy for us to roll in. So we are going to start bringing in a couple more things like that, and then enhance some of our few features, because we've got quite a steady rollout. Because let me tell you something, next year there is going to be a major shakeup in the app industry, and we are now future-proofed, so we're ready for it. So we've done all our hard work. We've made a good few updates. We've got a lot more features to come in for you, and then we're ready for sort of probably mid next year where something pretty cool is going to be coming. But we know the app marketplace inside and out, so that's where when a user clicks the share button on Facebook and gets redirected to the app authorization page that is branded as. Yeah, no, that shouldn't be happening. Alejandro, can you put in a support ticket, please, for that? But yeah. Here now, Aries. Welcome, David. Yeah, I meant to say we have an HTML5 feature. So you can add any type of HTML5 content to your app. You just don't need to include the jQuery or the mobile jQuery. And if you're doing this, you'll understand what that means, because we have it already within the app. So you can build out any type of custom page within your app that you want using that feature. Jeff, no, yep, we're bringing in a profile member section. Like I said, we've got a lot to roll out. We've got a lot of changes to make. This is phase 1, and then we'll be moving into phase 2 when everything sort of settles here, and we've made sure everything's ironed out and running 100%. We'll then go to phase 2, phase 3. So like I say, there is a lot coming. William, yeah, there's a lot of changes coming with apps. It's crazy to think, but 12 months ago, apps have changed from 12 months ago to now, like a hell of a lot. And over the next 12 months, it's going to continue to change. And it's important to make sure, from our perspective, especially, that we are sort of on the cutting edge, behind the scenes. It's a lot of the stuff that you don't see. But that's what makes it easier when we're starting to release extra features and all, where it future-proofs it all. William, we update Zapable non-stop. Sometimes you see when we change UIs and we change features, and other times you don't see when we're just making little tweaks to the framework and things like that. I need to specify a location by lat and long. Location. Yeah, because you'll be typing that in. And then yeah, I know what you're asking for. It's a member's just saying, instead of having to put in an address, can they actually just put a specific sort of coordinate and then have it show in the map? So yes. Yep, in the PDF and appointment features are all live now. So you want to change the name of the white label name, or you want to, if you just want to, we'll run a competition if you want. We'll see if you just want to name the new Zapable interface itself, and that's what we'll call it. We'll maybe put up a poll and we'll let our members choose what the whole Zapable interface will be called. It's a cool idea. Yeah, Jeff, I have. I haven't really looked at them. A couple of ones that I look at is business apps and sort of Good Barber. They're kind of what we see as our competitors moving forward. I mean, they have a 2-year head start on us, and about 10 million of funding between them. But that's kind of what we're closing in on. We know what we have coming out, and that is the gap that we're closing. We've 18 months, and we've closed the gap quite a lot. And the next 6 months, we're going to just go on par with the sort of business apps of the world and the good barbers. They're like, that's our benchmark. But we're going to do it without the 10 million of funding, because we basically pump our own money into Zapable. Zapable push video download stuck, and yep, it is, David. It is. It's on the YouTube channel now. It'll be the latest video that I've uploaded. Yeah, you can get HTML5 games. I haven't actually tested, would you believe it or not? And I am a gaming freak. I've been pulled away from Skyrim. I haven't even hardly got to play it since it's been released, the special edition. If you don't know what that is, don't worry. If you do know what that is, first through that. But yeah, I've never actually tested putting the HTML5 games into the HTML5 feature, but I'm actually going to give that a whirl later tonight. Jeff, no, yeah, I've heard of them, yeah, but I've never used or tried them out. Sharing the forum if people want to see it. Yeah, David's one of our sort of longerish, if that's a word. That's an Irish. Irish people are allowed to make up their own words, by the way. Members. Okay, when you create, Suzanne says, to create our first app, do we choose a local business and make it, then approach them with it, or we prospect first and create the app afterwards? What you want to do is you don't want to put a local business and put all their details on the app and then go, hey, look, I made you an app, because it'll be like, what? We didn't give you permission for that. So what you do is you create a generic app. So for example, if you're targeting a restaurant, you create a generic restaurant app with the features that you know that are most attractive to restaurants. I mean, if you go to the dashboard here, the 4-week training course, if you go through that 4-week training course, it'll really bring you up to speed about how to create presentations to sell the app. So we actually even give you the scripts, and they walk you through that process. So the dashboard, just click on the 4-week training, and you're going to get like David McCall was actually a member of Zapable, and he was selling so many friggin' apps that we were like, right, we're going to hire you. Come and show our members how to do that. I'm sure a lot of you just spoke to him. He's an absolute machine. He's got incredible work ethic, and he will be more than happy to help you out. But I recommend going through the 4-week training course here. Are there any features we should stay away or carefully use from for a while, since some upgrades are coming? No, use every feature, because if we roll out an update, it's going to just enhance that feature. It's not going to make the feature stop. It's just going to make an improvement to it. So use everything. What we like to say is we want you to use Zapable. The more you use Zapable, the better we can make it. It's that simple, because you give us feedback and we take it on board. Are you going to use an in-app video player? For Android, it's really, really weird how it works. If you want to use YouTube videos, we found Google Play. We ended up finally getting in contact with them. We're like, why, when we have YouTube videos, are the apps getting rejected? And they let us know it's because if people want to watch YouTube videos, they have to watch them in the YouTube app. So we're like, right, okay. So for YouTube, that's the way it's going, where it's like Facebook. Facebook used to allow you to like and comment on posts outside of Facebook. Not anymore. Facebook, if you want to like or you want to comment on a post on a fan page, You have to, when you click on like or comment, it'll take you to that fan page. So on that post, so you can do it, because you can't do it outside of their worlds anymore, which is fair enough. As I say, it's their system, they own it, so they can do sort of whatever they like with it. But the in-app video player is for custom videos. It is in there, so if you add your own MP4, it will play in your app. Where do I get the screenshots I need to publish to the App Store? Well, there's two ways you can do it, Ashim. You can install the app on your phone, and then you can take screenshots of the app on your phone. And depending on your phone, if you Google how do I take screenshots with an iPhone 6, and it'll tell you how to do it. Like, you hold the power and the menu button at the same time, and then you can just have them on your computer, or you can sort of take a screencast from the emulator, an iPad, and sort of do it that way. You can see here that the front page designer is actually built for tablet and for phone, so we adjust things so it fits in tablets as well. So you have a group booking option, like 10 places for a specific hour. With the appointments, so that would be sort of, I'm guessing that's kind of targeting around sort of the restaurant. When they book an appointment on the phone, they get the screen kind of like this. It's similar. And once they fill out their details, it stores in the phone, so they only have to do it once. And then in the comments, we're going to allow this where you can change it, so you can have like a custom field. But again, we're updating. We're going to change a few things in the appointment feature, so you can have things like services, but I get what you mean. So they can say, I need at 7:45 p.m. and 10 reservation for 10 people, so to speak. Okay, everyone, I almost had this came out. I'm starting to figure out these new updates. Thanks for the Petra. Awesome. That's exactly why I'm doing the Q&A. It's great to know that just watching along, and sometimes it just takes you to see people fiddling about with it and messing about for you to be able just, it's kind of like just getting past sort of being a bit overwhelmed by things, and just, it's okay. It doesn't matter what's going on. Just add something, mess about with it, see what it does, watch the videos. Let me see the dashboard. We have, let me go back, hold on, open a new tab. Like if you click on the feature tutorials, which is down here, you'll see the content features, earn money features, social features, and user interaction features. Go back to Zapable. You'll see the content features, earn money features, user interaction features, and social features. But again, we'll have a new academy coming too, so it's going to really help the learning curve, which we find really important. So then you'll be able to click on Academy and it'll just open here. And you'll be able to make notes in videos and add videos to your favorites, leave comments in videos, interact with other members. It's going to be great. No, I want to make white label videos. It's just because we have sort of, we're a Northern Irish based company, and we have very sort of strong accents. Like I sound a bit monotone. I'm like this more noise when I speak. But we're going to get someone in who sort of will probably maybe go for, we'll record a video, then we're going to get an American to read a script and sync it up with a video, and then we'll get sort of a UK to read it. But what we want to do is, well, we can give you the video, we can give you the script, and then you could speak it in your language following the video, and then just add the audio into it, or send it to us and we'll add the audio and make it so we can build up a repertoire of the white label videos in as many languages as possible. Will there be a feature allow VA to build apps? An account level setting where you can say, add user to this app, they can log into Zapable and just play with one specific app. Sorry, I was just making a note there in my head. But yeah, not at the minute, no. I'm not seeing all the layouts in the navigation layout section that you show on your screen. Bill, try using Google Chrome and let me know. When you add an icon widget, make sure you have features added to your app first of all. And then click an icon widget and you should see layouts. The new Zapable Academy, we're just getting a few things tweaked with the design, and then we'll be putting it in. I was desperate for it to go in this week, but we just got a bit caught up, so I'm hoping for around this time next week. I was a bit disappointed, to be honest with you. Yeah, so what does everyone think of YouTube Live compared to a webinar on, say, GoToWebinar? Because I think this is the first time I've done a YouTube Live. Do you prefer the YouTube Live or do you prefer sort of a webinar? I'd love to know. YouTube Live, YouTube Live, YouTube Live, Live, YouTube. The Boominator, YouTube Live, YouTube, YouTube Live, YouTube Live, YouTube Live, YouTube Live. Okay. Holy moly, I didn't realize you liked it. I didn't think it would be that overwhelming. Okay, so YouTube Live it may be from now on. Okay, I've seen some questions about the VA access. Yes, it's not in at the minute. And it's like one of those things where we know what we've got. So I'm just give us time. We've just rolled out sort of quite a major update. A lot has changed behind the scenes as well to enable us for the next few phases of rolling out. So just it's something that we're on. I like the phone. It's similar to YouTube Live with a bigger screen. I think if you go to YouTube, you can make the screen full size. And then you can have the comments pop out. So you can have a full size screen and then have your comments pop out. Will the chat be visible on the replay? I think the chat goes in the comment section underneath the video, David. Once I end this, these become the comments of the video. Can you please replay? I'd like to see everybody's comments. Fuzzy is true. How big is your developer team? We're pretty well equipped, Tony. Size isn't see with development, size isn't everything when it comes to coding. It's better to have a very good, tightly knit team than 20 people where things get lost and miscommunicated. We've tried it the larger way and it ended up, we didn't overly like it. So we've really narrowed it down and we've got a very good team. There's some advice on technology development. For a clear screen, you have to click. Eva says, for anyone whose screen's fuzzy, for a clear screen, you have to click on the little wheel down on the right and click on HD. Beth, replay, I missed the beginning. The replay will be in this page. The second I end this broadcast, then you can simply watch everything that we've just done here. I'm watching on a 27-inch Mac screen, crystal clear. I'm on a 27-inch Mac screen as well, Craig. Can you disconnect the chat box, David? If you go back to normal size, hold on, let me just go in here. On this right-hand side, see the way it popped out my chat box? And if I click and restore, it'll go back. Awesome, Tony, then. I'm sure you understand exactly what I meant about sort of dev teams and how we do it. Are we going to have real-time support to get quicker responses and results? Live chat is something we are playing with. As you know, we have thousands of members, so it's making sure that we don't put live chat in and then we suddenly don't have the resources to man it. But at the minute, we're actually looking within Zapable to maybe see our members, because our most successful members, they are too busy building apps for people, and other members who are having a ton of success, they have some free time. We're speaking to them and we're just trying to get like a team together, like a dream team, but we're not doing it from outside. We're looking at inside Zapable, because our successful users are the best people equipped to help our other users, if that makes sense. Could you please do a quick live demo setting up Firebase and Zapable, Google and white labeling, and we see it work? Follow the tutorials and talk. Yeah, okay. Okie doke. Let me see the best way. I'll just do a test app. So new app, I'm just going to call this setting Firebase. So do com.app.fb test. Yes. Save and continue. I'll just put it in any category. Actually didn't show it. I'm probably showed it the other day. So, oh, sorry. I just hit it wrong. Let me go back. Right, new test for YouTube Live. Maybe make that transparent. There, I just realized I'm sitting choosing colors for a test app. No, I'm just going to go and build it sort of straight from the start. So I'll just maybe add a background just so you can kind of see the process. You don't need to follow this order through. Personally, when I'm messing about, I generally go from app title, the features, and then I come back to all this. But if you're new, then this is sort of to help walk you through just the initial sort of design part, because it's kind of the order you should be going in. I'll just go next. You'll see you have these icons here. Once you enable the front page builder, you don't need this and you don't need this. These two, so we take them away. So you can have the pop out or you can have the one along the bottom. I'll just go to next. For anyone who's just hopped on, I'm building a test app just to show you the setup for Firebase and the setup for the white label area. I'm doing it in real time, so I won't be sort of reading the comments or questions sort of as I do this, as I want you to do it in real time for you. So I'll add real-time appointments. I'll add Firebase. I'll add a video. Maybe add Shopify. Yeah, I'm not sure I've shown this yet, actually. What do I call my Shopify test store? I can't remember. 2 seconds. My Shopify off. Hold on, let me just log in. I'll find out what it is. Log in. Golf shop store. That's it. It's just a test. I can't even remember if I have comments. See, I'm going off on a tangent again. I've went from building a test app to include Firebase and appointments and white label to now importing Shopify. I can't help myself. Let me save store name, call it golf shop. There's some things here actually. Hopefully they're in to speed it up. Right, good. Import store. You probably didn't see that pop up there because of the way the window's, but because it already logged in, you'll see it's just imported my Shopify store. So I'll click on save. And then my Shopify store is now imported. So if you have Shopify, you can see like related products and things like that. So if you have a Shopify store, it's really easy to build it into your app. So there's Shopify in. I'll go and add some videos just for the sake of it. Upload videos to YouTube. I'll maybe look for a playlist, golf lessons, go. Playlist, you'll see free PGA golf lessons. If I click on it, then that's all these things have been added to your playlist. So they're all themed to the keyword. Click on done. If I want, you can change titles and descriptions. I don't recommend you do that if you don't own the video, or don't take out their URLs or whatever, because they made the video, so you may as well give them credit for it. I'll just call these golf training. Change the icon as well, but I don't need to. That's the old way of building apps where you select an icon and it shows up. We've got the front page builder now, which is a much better way to do it. Back to feature list. So we need to set up Firebase. So I've got to get my eyes on key, my plist key. So let's just go to Firebase. I'll create a new project. I'm going to call it my golf app. Create project. Come on, Firebase, you can do it. Boom. Right. Add Firebase to your Android app. So I'm going to add it to my Android app first. com.yourapp.android. Okay, so where do you get these details? Well, I'm going to go back to Zapable and I'm going to click on app title. And there it is, com.app.fbtest, yes. com.app.fbtest, yes. I don't want to nickname it. I don't need to get any of these details. So I'll just click on add app. And then you'll see a download file. The JSON file automatically appears. So I'll just click on skip the console. And while I'm here, I'm going to add an iOS app at the same time. So com.app. Again, FB test, yes. FB test, yes. No need for a nickname, and I don't need to add my App Store ID. I can come back and add that. So click on add, and there's the Google Service Info plist. So just skip the console, and now we are going to go and get our keys. So cloud messaging, I highlight it. Zapable. Go back to my features, edit, paste it in, and it's the exact same key for here. And I'm just going to click on browse, JSON, added, plist, added, click and save. Now there's another step to do for iOS, but that's part of when you generate the certificates. If you go to, you'll see here, production APN. What that is, we create the P12 for that, but that's part of the Apple certificate generation process. So that's my push ready for Android. Anyway, white label setup. So new test for YouTube Live. What's the app title? Firebase setup. Create new white label. Test for YouTube Live. Firebase setup. Domain URL. So I will do YouTube Live .flatstomachagain.net. Support URL. I'm just going to put it as anything. .net/support. training, report a bug. Username, I will put as user1. Oh, I've just done that. Password, I will put as I'm not telling you. Email, I will put as my email, just zapable.com. I won't add any of the logos. I need to remember what I've just forgotten what I typed as the password. User one. Okay, so I've got that done. Let me just go to the Academy. White label. Copy that and click on Add Domain. That is all I need. Go back to the Academy white label setup. Setting up white label. There's the IP. cPanel. Cancel. Login. Now, if you have GoDaddy, if you search for GoDaddy, so how do I set an A record, and it will show you how to do that. You don't even need to have cPanel. But for this example, what YouTube Live.net, and then the white label, copy the IP. Where am I? Oh, here. Oh, delete add A record. And then that should propagate quickly, if not instant. Oh, sorry. Oh, there it is. So you'll see I didn't change the background. If I want to change the background, just click on Edit. Change logo, I can do it there. I can change the background icon. I didn't change it. And then I need to remember what I put as my username and password. Sign in. Yep, and there you go. So when you initially sign in, see this here button, update and preview, click on it, and it's going to sync the app across that you built from Zapable. And there you go. So there is, hold on, let me show you the app in Zapable. Manage apps. I think I put it in the e-commerce folder. Obviously put it in the folder that has the most apps. Firebase. Setup. Yep, so you can see here. And there's the white label, and there is the one from Zapable, so it's all synced. And then you can just click on appointments. There's that C. I need to actually change it. Oh, I think it's because I have logged in. I was in a previous white label, wasn't it? Yeah, so it's got confused because I'm logged in here, and then I'm trying to log in the another one. So I should have logged out of this account, and then because your clients aren't going to log in to two different white label accounts. So that what's happened here won't happen. Won't happen for you. That's just purely because I'm logged into two different appointments. I'm trying to log into two different appointments in the same browser at the same time. So it's getting a bit muddled. So there's Firebase setup. There is real-time appointments. If you want, I will, what time is it? 20:36. I can go and create certificates for Apple as well, if you just want to see it. Yeah, I've done a Firebase tutorial, the Academy. I think it's under Android. Push notification. Push notification. I think it's under there. The iOS push notification. I need to change that because it's actually, I think I have updated it the other day. I can't remember. No, these are old, these videos. The new videos on the YouTube channel. It says here Android push notifications. How to set up push notifications for Android, and then it shows you the Firebase setup. So certificates for Apple, search, right, okay. Apple. Google everything. It's a bad habit. So back to manage apps. I am going to try and do this. I don't know whether you want me to do it at my pace so I can show you how quickly it can be done, or whether you want me to do it nice and slowly. So I've logged into my Apple Developers account. So step 2, I'm going to download my CSR. Step 3, I'm going to create my production certificates. So where is the Apple? Let me just move this across. So I've logged in. I'm going to click on certificates and enter server. The server closed the connection. You see, even Apple, Big Apple, have problems. Refresh the page. Right, there we go. So I'm going to click on production, and I'm going to click on the plus symbol. Now remember, this here step you only ever need to do once. I've already got a production certificate created. I could use that same certificate for every single one of my apps for step 3. So you only need to do this step once, and then you keep that production certificate somewhere safe in your computer, and you can reuse the same one over and over again. So I'm just going to create a new one for the purpose of this video, but I only like to keep one, and I'll show you the reason for that in about 2 minutes, why when you have more, it can create problems. So click on plus, click on App Store and Ad Hoc. Click on continue. It's going to ask for the CSR, so I'm just going to choose the CSR that I downloaded. Click on continue, and I've now got my certificate. So back to Apple, browse, select, open, upload. Certificate uploaded successfully. Create app ID. So I'm going to select the app ID, go back to Apple, app ID. I really should read my instructions, but everything I'm doing is here in instruction form. So I'm going to go to app ID, click on plus. I'll just call it my FB YouTube live test. Explicit. So bundle ID, you can see here. There it is. Should really just, we'll call it Firebase setup. Just so I'll keep everyone on the right path instead of, I like to do things my own sort of silly way. So com.app.fbtest.yes. This here is just for my own reference. This here is very important that you get it right. Scroll down. Push notifications. Tick. Click and continue. Click on register. And then click on done. And then we get to find, where is our app? Com FB test, yes, sir. So if you click on that, scroll down, click on, so here, click on edit, scroll down, production SSL, click on create, click on continue, choose file, use the exact same CSR, click on continue, and then download. And then we're going to go back, and we're going to upload that certificate, and click on upload. Now we're going to go to the provision profile, and now you're going to see why I recommend you only ever create one of these for step 3 and use it for every app. So let's click on done. So provision and profile, click on distribution, click on plus, distribution, click on app store, click on continue. I'm going to select my app. If I can find it, it's here. Click on continue. And now I've got 2 distribution certificates. If I click on this one here, my app's not going to generate because it's not going to match. It's not going to match up. This provision won't match up with this distribution. But because I know I just created this one today, November the 10th, then I know to select this one. But you see the names are all the same. So you can have 3 maximum, but if you create your provision and you select the wrong one here, then your app's not going to generate. So click on continue. FB YouTube Live provision. and continue, and download. We'll go back, browse. It's just, when you break it down, it seems difficult, but it's just a lot of clicking and downloading and uploading. But at the end of the day, it's all yours. Step 6, generate P12. Okay, so I'm going to be changing this because you're going to need it. It's for step 4, the file that you uploaded here. That's what you need to upload here. But because you've already uploaded it, I'm probably going to change it where it's just a generate button here, and we'll pull it already to save you from doing another upload. So you'll click on browse and you'll see APS. Click on open, click on upload, and then click on download. So I've got my P12. So this is where I then go back to Firebase, because I want to make sure push notifications work. Go back to Firebase and my iOS app. So you'll see here, production APN. So just to go back, we'll start from the start so you can see. So I'm going to go to my iOS app. I'm going to click on manage. I'm going to click on cloud messaging and production APN. I'm going to click on upload certificate. Upload P12, browse. There's my P12. My password is my username. Go back, you'll see, there's my username. We'll go back to Firebase, click on upload. And now that's it already. And then I'll go to validate, click on generate app. And now my app is sent for generating. So let me just click on Firebase. And you'll see here it's generating. So it'll just say your app is not ready yet. Please check back in a few minutes. So I have not seen any of the comments, and I've probably missed a massive amount. But what I showed you there, was it helpful? Alan, from the white label Firebase, you just set up, where does the client send the push notifications? Could you demo sending one using the account you just created? Well, I can't send the push because I need to install the app on my phone. But I can show you where they send the push. If you go to your white label area, the way I've just set up the white label area, you'll see notification. They click here. Oh, I just realized I am now signing into about 6 million white label areas. You'll see here notification, and that is where they can send the notification. Link the website, link the app. William, if your app is live on the store, don't cancel your certificates. But if it's not, yeah, you can cancel all your certificates and start the process again. But that's what I'm saying. That's why we just say, listen, you want to build iOS apps, use your own Apple developer's account. Because what happens if you build apps for 10 clients and in a year's time, the owner of that developer account just decides to close it down? Now, we wouldn't. But again, if you're allowing lots of different people, you can, like, we want to let our members have control of their business and not rely on outside sources. So like I say, we teach you how to fish, and then we give you the fishing rod. Now I just need to practice. Practice is good. I don't have the notification area in my white label. And if you don't have that notification area in your white label, log out of your white label and clear your cache. And then if it doesn't show, and then log back in again, and if it doesn't show, put in a support ticket, give us your white label, and give us, when you log into your white label, make sure you're logging in as a client. Don't log in with your Zapable username and password, because if you do that, the notification and appointments won't show. But if you log in as a client, it will show. That makes sense. When someone asks how many white labels do you get, you'll see 1, you'll see 2, and you'll see 3. So we're gonna limit you to 3. But if that means you've sold 3 apps, which means you've probably paid for the next 10 years of your Zapable membership, at least. Does the app have to be live for push notifications to show up in the white label area? No, it doesn't need to it doesn't need to be live. But you can't send a push notification to your app if the app, what happens is whenever you install the app on your phone, okay, it sends a token and it lets it know a device is just registered to receive push notifications, and then that's how you can send the notification to the phone at a basic level. No. Firebase, let me just show you. I'm waiting on this app generating, and then I will show you. Let me just show you one in the time being. See this little bell icon? Just click on it, and you can send the notification from within Zapable as well. Yeah, we're only getting started in the Zap world. We are only getting started. Like I say, we've massive plans coming, which I'm really excited for. We've had to put a lot of work in over the past sort of 4 to 5 months to get a foundation, which is going to really ensure that we're future-proof, and we're going to be taking it from there. Your app Android version is ready, but the iOS version is still being generated. Okay, so now you're going to get to see like an average time scale, which is good, because sometimes we get some tickets and it just takes a while for it to generate. Petra, it's not something that we've actually thought about yet. I'm not sure how it's going to work. We're just analyzing how much resource it's taken up, and then we'll figure out from there. She asked how much more is it for extra white label areas. All we're doing is we're just seeing how much resources that it's going to take up on our servers and our databases, and then we're trying to figure it out from there. WooCommerce. All you need to do is add the website URL feature to your app. Let me just find an app. I'll stick to the one that we've been using, so it's common ground. Just add the URL WooCommerce store. Oh, sorry. To your app and choose the in-app browser, or you can open it in the Android's browser. If you do in-app, it'll open the store in the app. That's for the time being. There is a WooCommerce API, which we'll probably tap into, so you can do it natively, which is pretty cool. So do we have any more questions? Holy mamma mia, 1 hour 51 minutes been running. Let me have a scroll through. I have probably missed. Eric, Eric, yep. Firebase is used for Apple and for Android. And remember, in your Firebase, you've got this little analytics button. And whenever apps start getting installed, you're going to start to see a lot of data, a lot of information, which is cool. There's an API, so we can actually take it and we can bring it across into Zapable. There's no point in us saying, oh, we're going to build our own analytics program and talk all that bullshit. We'll tell you the truth, and we will be able to take the API, port it across to Zapable, and display that data for you within Zapable, so it's all self-contained for you. Do we have anything else? Did you do a fire? Yes, Jeff, I just done the entire tutorial, but this might be an old comment. Yeah, I just realized because we're doing a YouTube live stream, we've probably picked up a lot of people who don't know what they're looking at us building apps. Go to zapable.com and you can see it's where you can build mobile apps without needing any coding or knowledge or anything like that. Can we cancel? Yep. Some of the features show me white labels. I think we will need more than looking for free testing resources. Yeah, we'll put it like this. We'll white label. White label covers one app. So if you create a white label, it covers an app. Okay. So create a white label, you sell that app to a client, you sell access, you make lots of money. Number 2, you make lots of money. And number 3, you make lots of money. We figure out what's going on. The server, analyze the data, and make sure we don't suddenly say, oh, we'll give you unlimited this or that, and then all of a sudden our servers blow up. So we'll just keep an eye on it, and then we'll figure out a fair angle for it. Can I group apps into folders? At the start, when you create a new app, it asks you, and then in your Manage Apps screen, if you click on Manage Apps, you'll see the category. So at the start, you're asked to pick a category when you do a new app. So you'll see them all listed here. So you can easily manage them. And then you can see your Android ones and your iOS ones and things like that. Let's go for Firebase. Oh. Yep, so the iOS one's now ready. So I just select iOS and click on download. My file's now ready to download. So I want to upload it to the iTunes store. If you scroll here, you'll see Submit IPA to Apple Store. If you select that dropdown and that's not there, just refresh the page and it will appear. And then you submit, you enter in your iTunes username and password. That's the same username and password, but you enter into your developer's account and your iTunes app ID. So let me just go back so I can show you this. I just want to be clear for the next step. So go to your account, go to iTunes Connect, and log into your iTunes Connect. Click on My Apps, click the wee plus symbol, select your app, and then once you've done that, it'll give you an app ID, which you then put in here. And then enter in your developer login details here, click Submit, and it'll upload that IPA to the Apple Store. Okay, this was great. Will you do this again? Many soon? Hi, this was great. Will you do this again soon? Many thanks, Paddy. Yeah, no, it seems we have a lot of positive responses from this YouTube live sort of video. So yeah, we will. It's an hour 55 minutes. So I think I'm going to hold on. Well, how about backward Android compatibility? I'm not sure how far we can go back. We'll cover most of the latest versions, but you wouldn't want to go back any further because it becomes obsolete. Yep, Magic, that was fixed. So if you generate your app again, upload your new IPA, you already know what you're doing just from your question. Upload your new IPA and then select the new version to add the test flight, and then you'll be able to test. Okay, so I'm going to stop this broadcast. When are we? I'll discuss about WooCommerce and what we're doing in a few weeks. Okay, so I'm going to stop this broadcast, and it was an absolute pleasure. Nigel, can I add previous built apps to categories? I don't think so, no. I feel zappy, thanks, awesome. The changes you're making are great, Edwin. The changes we're making, it's brilliant to see the positive feedback because, like I say, it's like this is our phase 1 of it, and we've got a few more rollouts that are coming. So it's exactly the kind of response we wanted. I will hold my hands up and say, yes, there's still some tweaking that we need to do just to improve user friendliness, but we're on it. We're not just sitting back, basking in glory. We're like every day we wake up and we're focusing on this. The replay is going to be on this page. So you'll watch it on YouTube. When I stop this broadcast, you can watch this entire presentation again. It's on the exact same YouTube URL. So thanks a lot. And I will speak to you. I will try and set this up more often because it seems it's a great help for people, and especially when we do major updates. But we'll maybe try and figure out a YouTube live series we can put together in future. And it's been a pleasure. I'll speak to you all again soon.